I'm the CEO of a construction company. And typically, if it's a woman, the reaction is like, oh my God, that's so cool. Like, how did that come about? If it's a man, it's usually almost a little bit of, really? Well, what kind of construction? One of my first jobs was for a structural engineering firm. Loved it. I found myself leaning towards business development, educating, that was my background, but educating clients as to why they should give us an opportunity to pursue their work, or even educating internally. I think what's so unique about my job today, it's almost in 3 different segments or compartments. A large portion, maybe a third of what I do, is internal meetings here in the office. I think a third of my time is spent doing Juneau things out of the office, visiting job sites. It's also being a mentor, and that's a mentor internally and then a mentor externally to women in construction. What gets me excited to come to work every day is, one thing, my days are never the same. What is rewarding is when I'm sitting one-on-one with an employee or a small group of employees, and we're either solving a problem or they want my opinion on, how do we tackle this? So part of my role is help them, guide them, and then let them go do it. We really wanted to take an approach and have a different culture in our company, which I think is still important to us today. And even when we're long gone, if our culture is still family and doing the right thing and all of those characteristics that are important for us, then I think we will have checked a big box. I think early on, often folks felt like, well, she's married to Les, and yes, they're partners in that way, but really he's running the company, and she's really not running the company, and she's just has this designation to win work. And in the beginning, that was really hard for me, and I took it really personally, and because I don't have a construction or engineering degree, probably harder on myself. But what I realized was, if I do the right thing and I learn as much as I can and ask a lot of questions and gain the trust and confidence of both my clients, our subs, my people, then I have their respect, and the rest is irrelevant. I just let that go. I've learned to make quick decisions, but I think as I've grown, I realized some of my better decisions were when I took the time, even bounced ideas off of other folks, especially our younger folks. My daughter works with our company now, and she's a millennial, and I value her opinion. She brings me a different perspective than, say, my husband, who is a baby boomer like I am. If I look at what's going to move my company's needle forward, so to speak, to be sustainable and successful, 5 years, 10 years, 25 years when I'm not around down the line, it's technology. So I look at technology in 2 ways. It's technology that we're going to use that's going to allow us to build the best, fastest, most cost-efficient project in a team atmosphere that's with my engineers and with my architect and my client. So those are things that we have in-house, right? And I'm constantly telling my guys, go to this conference, go to that conference, learn, what are we missing? If I don't provide my current staff with opportunities to figure out what's going to move the needle and do it different and do it better, then I'm going to lose those folks. So selfishly, I know we need to budget and spend a lot of money on technology, because that's what's going to keep us ahead of my competitors. There is some still misconception that this is just such a, construction so male-dominated and negative. And when I talk to women on college campuses today, let them know that it's really not like that. It's not. Often I'm not the only woman in the trailer any longer. We have women project managers, project engineers, pre-con managers, and that's just the norm. Women have the qualities, I think, that just lend them to be leaders in our industry. And I tell women, you want to be a minority, frankly, because you're going to stand out. And that's a good thing. That's a positive thing. I think the greatest reward is that we're still here. Reward concern is that now I have this 160-odd folks that I take care of, and I take that very personally. And now what's exciting is I'm I'm now turning over a little bit of that and relinquishing a little bit of that authority to a senior management level of folks, which is a pretty diverse group, and they're not all builders. I think, that'll be the long-lasting win, is that we get those guys up to speed and we're around for however long it works. Whatever the big picture plan is, I don't know what that is, but it's been a ride so far.